Hello, everybody. Welcome to our live on this fabulous Tuesday. I almost said Thursday, but no, it's Tuesday, where we choose to talk about money and dive deeper into our awarenesses, our programs, our blocks. And I am going to invite our beautiful Hannah Lilly to come live with me. Oh, I love the way it calls. So if you have any questions for us as we're going live today, just drop them in the comments below, all about creating your love affair with money. Let's start with this. Do you actually have a relationship with money? Let me know in the comments. Let's go, Hannah. Let's go. Come on, come on. Let's go, let's go. I love. Oh, there. Is she coming? Is she coming? Is she coming? I have no requests, so I can see you. I can see you. Oh my goodness. Why is it always so difficult on Instagram for somebody to join you? I don't understand. I don't understand. Dun, dun, dun. Okay, I can hear feedback. Why am I getting feedback?
Me too.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we're having feedback. Wait, let us. If I do that, is that better?
Yeah, that's better. Yeah.
You, I still have you. Have your microphone?
No, my microphone is unplugged. Okay, wait a second.
There we go. I think. No.
No, I'm gonna just...
Technical difficulties.
We might have to can you hear? Is that gone now?
No, still.
Me. Okay, will I leave and we try and start again?
Yeah, it sounds like you're coming through. Oh wait, it's because
I don't even have my microphone plugged in. Okay, now it's starting.
Yes, there we go.
Okay, better?
Yes.
Was it me?
No, it was me.
Everybody, I'm having all sorts of, well, I don't want to say, I'm not saying I'm having tech issues. I don't want to be, I'm creating a more positive relationship with tech and microphones and speakers. Each time we record the podcast, I have so far missed out one important element. So the next time I'm going to get it completely right. Anyway.
Exactly. Got it. We've got it. Don't worry.
We've got no feedback. We're so eager to speak that we needed to be coming to you on repeat, an echo. Lovely to see you, Hayley. What were you sharing?
I know, it's lovely for you to be here. And I was just saying that on this Tuesday, we love to talk about money, creating our relationships, our relationship with money. And why is that so important?
Yeah, it's so true. And just when you're talking about money, I shared a poll on my own personal story yesterday about having a relationship with money, or how it felt, how did it feel, the idea of it. And it was amazing the amount of people who viewed the poll, but only 2 people actually voted on it. And it made me realize there's so much discomfort when it comes to talking about money in any way, shape, or form, that even actually a poll about money can be a bit like, oh, I don't know if I want to vote on that, because maybe they're thinking about how I would judge them, or maybe they're thinking about how they judge themselves, or maybe there's just so much around it that actually I think we need to celebrate everybody who's here listening, and even ourselves for speaking about it, for actually talking about money is it's a vital part of all our existence, no matter what you feel about it or not. The society and the world that we live in requires money. And if we're not able to speak about it, like, and that in a way, doesn't it initially think, if you think about money, so for me, when I first heard about money having a relationship with money, it was a little bit like alien, because I always thought, well, if I was to think of it, I would have just thought, well, I must have a good relationship with money because I want more of it. Like, even though I don't tell people I want more, so I must. But then when I thought about how I treat it or treated it, if that was a person, they wouldn't have really wanted to hang around. But if we don't even want to speak about something, if I wouldn't even mention you, Hayley, to somebody, like, oh, I don't want to talk about Hayley, like, how would you feel?
Right? And this is so foreign to a lot of people, is what do you mean talking about money as a person? But money has its own energy, it's its own entity. And so you can build a relationship with money, just as you build a relationship with a partner, with a friend, with a lover, with whoever, right? It's exactly the same thing. And I know that concept is not widely recognized, but imagine how your life could change if you actually had a relationship with money. If you think about it now, I'm encouraging our beautiful viewers to drop into what would your life look like if you created this magnificent relationship with money, where there was trust, nurturing, care, give and take, you know? Wow, can you feel that energy? I suddenly went, ah.
Yeah. Imagine if it was something that you could feel good about, relaxed about, like not uptight. I mean, because for me, I know, and I will speak more about this definitely on Thursday at our amazing wealth date. Who's in wealth date with me and Hayley? Because this one, we're gifting it free and it's going to be absolutely incredible. But, for me, money, when I had it, stressed me out and I behaved strangely around it. And when I didn't have it, it stressed me out. Like, it was like and to be able to allow it in a way that's like easy and feels good and feels comfortable, that's just like, yeah, what a gift. Yeah.
Yeah. I also, never used to have a relationship with money. Like, that was not a concept that ever entered my world until, oh my goodness, it must have been 2012, 2011, somewhere around there, where this concept came into my world. And it's taken work, like any relationship, right? We have our ups and our downs. You stop speaking to each other. But the one thing that's constant, as Hannah said, is we require money in our worlds to live the desired life that we want to live on this beautiful planet. And, having money allows us to do so many different things, allows us to have all of the experiences that our souls came here for, allows us to give back. So actually, and I know I've heard this so many times, it's your birthright to have money.
Yeah.
And it truly, truly is. And yesterday I did a beautiful meditation activation in our Magnificent Money Academy, where we really focused on that everything is always working out for me, because the universe is perfect in the way it works, right?
Yeah.
The earth spins, the moon does its thing, the stars do their thing, and you are doing your thing. So everything will always work out for you if that is your belief.
Yeah. And what I love so much about the working on your relationship with money is how intrinsically linked it is to our relationship with ourselves. Because same as with anything that we want to bring more of into our life, or if we look at any behavior patterns that we have in our life, or any of the ways they exist, they're so linked to how we feel about ourselves. So for me, for years and years, no matter how much money came into my bank account, it would always end up the same at the end of the month. There would always be a panic to pay for something, like always. And there was a part when I started doing this work, like thinking about money as something I had a relationship, it made me realize, okay, there's a part of me that doesn't believe that I deserve to live a life that doesn't have this constant stress. Every time I would go away for a weekend or have something nice planned, I would never have enough money. My husband would say, why? Like, how? Like, you've known for months, why haven't you saved, or whatever, you know, why haven't you put it? Because I would do, subconsciously, I would do anything to repel it. So I would have that same stress of lack of money, and that made me that part of myself that didn't believe I was worthy. And as my relationship with myself has expanded and I felt more care and compassion to myself, so has my relationship with money. The two have expanded together. Which is amazing. I'd love to know if anybody else has kind of experienced that, but the two are so linked. It's and money, like, it's what we always say, the conversation about money, creating a relationship with money, changing your financial situation, is about so much more than the money. And anybody who does any workshop with us, does any of the programs with us, you see that it's like it unlocks so much about how we feel about ourselves, about how we feel about other relationships. And you know, like, for me, one of the most basic things was, my dad was never nice about wealthy people. He never spoke kindly about wealthy people. I love my dad very much. I idolized him. I wanted him to think I was amazing. So if I had money, that would make him think that I was a horrible rich person. You know, it's just like the door, like, opens, but it's amazing. And then realizing, well, actually, I can have money and I can still have my dad love me. And if he didn't, that would be his own thing, you know. But it's amazing. So it's just it's really, really to take an honest look at how you feel about money, how you treat money. Are you holding judgment towards money? Are you angry at money? Like, what are you, like, taking that real, because we can't begin to change something or improve something until we're truly honest about it.
No, exactly. This is what we're really going to dive into in the Wealth Date on Thursday, is starting from the very beginning, meeting for the first time. And even if you have done this work before, it's so good to go back and do this, connect with money and see what shows up in front of you, what you feel, you know. So these are some of the things we're going to go through on Thursday. It's at 6:15 UK time. And as Hannah said, it's completely free for you to join us. So if you want to join us, just put Wealth Date in the comments below and we shall send you the link to register. We would love to have you there to experience this connection with money. So that you can begin to change or even deepen that relationship with your money.
And because money is all the things that money gets blamed for. Like, money is just an energy, it's just a thing, it's nothing to do with the money. Poor money, it gets blamed for so many things. I feel like it's like, oh my goodness, see me for who I really am. Like, it wants to magnify your life, it wants to magnify your experiences. And when you create a more positive relationship with money and bring more money into your world, it's completely up to you what you choose to do with it. Like, you make the rules. So do definitely, please, just join us. It's going to be absolutely phenomenal. We're so excited about it. And it will be a really nurturing evening as well. So it'll be a lovely time to go within and feel really soothed and excited by the time the call is over.
Again, value of yourself, right? Giving yourself time. One thing to come and really value yourself and value your money. And I think that's probably the one thing that comes up the most in our communities, isn't it, Hannah? Is value of yourself.
It's and as you increase the value, as you see more of your value, you see more of money's value, that you see more how money wants to support you and how you are worthy of bringing more of it into your life. How, you know, but the self-value topic is something that we need to be committed to continually focusing on. To really grow it. Just Maura has said she's already applied and is looking forward to it. And Vanita, I see you've popped out. When this goes back up on the unless you have the link there now, Hayley, to send, when this goes back up on the grid afterwards, it'll be posted afterwards. If you can share Wealth Date in the comments then. But Hayley may have it to hand.
Right now,
share it.
There it is.
Excellent. Just register and share with your friends, share with absolutely everybody. This is a conversation for everyone, and you don't have to be in, you can be thinking, what is the relationship with money? Like, come join us. You can have been doing this work for 5 years, 10 years, come join us. it's going to be amazing and everyone's going to feel the benefit. And what's really positive is it's such a positive ripple when people often start doing this work with us, like in Magnificent Money Academy or any of the programs that Hayley, don't we often find that they then say, but I'm doing all this work, but my husband has got a really negative idea about money, or my parents, or somebody, somebody that I'm around, and they think I'm crazy, and then, they're very focused on lack. How can I change them? And the answer is you can't. We cannot change anybody else. But what you will find is when you start doing this work, when you do the work on yourself and just send love for everybody else and set an intention to hold them in all possibilities for them, that everything can be for their highest good, but you just focus on yourself and doing the work on yourself and your relationship with money, it ripples out and it impacts everybody. It really does. And for me, my husband would have definitely had a mindset of like, well, once we've got just enough, like we'll have our fair share and we'll be grateful for that. And he's expanded to see, I can be grateful and we can want more, and more doesn't mean that we're bad people. More means that we, many things. It's been amazing to see, and that's just me doing the work has just impacted out. But yeah, so join us and share the link with everybody you know and love. We're so looking forward to it. There was one question that I just wanted to chat about, Hayley, because I thought it was really interesting when it comes to the relationship with money, and it was about debt. So we were asked, what is the feeling with the relationship with money when it comes to debt, particularly in relation to a credit card, but using the credit card, and that kind of opens up a whole lot of conversations, but when using the credit card to pay for things, even though you have the amount of money in your bank. So for this person, it's more related to not wanting finances to go below a certain point. So using debt as a way to sort of keep, and she was wondering about, yes, it's such awareness. Actually, I have to say, the minute I read the question, I was like, this is great awareness.
Yes, great awareness. And once you have awareness, we can change it, right? Yeah, that's how it works. So it's already shifting and changing as you asked that question. I suppose so. The first thing that comes up is wanting that set amount in her bank account is a feeling of safety.
Yeah.
So she knows by having that amount of money in her bank account, she is safe. And that's not a bad or a good thing. It's just a thing that allows her to feel safe with money. And so another concept that I was introduced to a long time ago was put 10% of your money away for you, not to pay off debt, not to spend, because then it creates that feeling of having money.
Yeah.
And when you have that feeling of having money, so much more can flow into you, because you're never in that panic. I don't have money, because you always have this account which has money in it, right? Yeah. So that's really interesting when you play with that idea. So that's what comes up for me there, in that she feels like she has money. So she always has money coming in, but she's spending on the credit card so that stays at that level. Yeah. But it doesn't affect her when she has to pay the credit card. But debt for me is past expenditure, right? It's for experiences that we've had, that we've paid for. I mean, that we are still paying for.
Yeah.
So what is it that we need to continually pay for that experience? Now I'm talking about, like, let's say you wanted to go on holiday and you put it all on your credit card and you split it out over whatever, 6 months, let's say. What is that we feel, oh my goodness, I need to pay a little bit, where we could pay it all?
Yeah.
Is it clever financially sometimes to pay it all in a longer period of time? It doesn't affect you. So there's all these different aspects that you can look at, but energetically, what are you saying to money? And it comes back to a personal thing, really, of your perspective of your money and how safe you feel within your money relationship. So again, I would sit with money and have a conversation, I would see money sitting on the chair in front of me and actually have a conversation about this and see what comes up. Like we're really going deep into this now, Hannah.
I know, and it's such a and because what came to me when I read it as well, it's a trust thing, isn't it? It's a trust thing. It's the not trusting. And again, if money were a person and you're behaving, you're not trusting that it's going to come back in again. And it's that real, such a strong, like that real tuning into the body, like imagining money is there with you. Have the conversation with money. Ask money, why am I behaving like this around you? Do you think? Ask money for it, and ask yourself, because you actually know the answer inside. And it'd be really interesting to perhaps decide, set an intention for 1 month to not use the credit card. It might, and see then if you're using your regular pot of money to purchase the things that you want to bring into your life, and tune into the feelings each time you're doing it. What's coming up? Is there feelings of not being safe? And often then you can remember, sometimes we don't always need to know, but often you can remember a time when you felt like that before. It's with debt is a whole amazing conversation, because of course there's conscious debt, which is like having a mortgage on a house, a very conscious decision, and there's debt that we use to fill a void, to shop compulsively and buy things that we don't need or really want. There's so many different levels to it, which we'll definitely talk about more. But yeah, that really tuning in and asking yourself and asking money. And I just see there's a question here from Vanita in the chat saying, when did you see a shift in your finances from doing the money work? And well, for me, I have to say, and of course, when we want to do the work, the initial reason most people want to do the work is to see a shift in their finances. That's the goal. It's like, we'll sign up for the wealth day. Am I going to see a difference in my bank the next? We want the physical. We want to see the money. And for me, it was kind of like an up down, actually. The first time I invested in it, I find the minute you invest in something in yourself, it's instantly a sign, like whether it's any area of your well-being, it's a sign to the universe you're serious, and you generally get rewarded in some way quite quickly. And I manifested, I got like some money in quite quickly when I first started doing the money work. But then I also noticed quite quickly that it went quite quickly, and it's been a continual kind of up, down, and then it reached a point that it steadily continued to rise. That's when I really, I started, because you become more and more aware of the patterns. So the shifts in finances can happen really quickly. They can sometimes take longer, but what you see and what we see and what I know from my own experience is that time and time again, it's the energy shifts that are paving the way. So I know that, for example, when I first started working with Jodie, I signed up to a 7-month program. I wanted to be a millionaire by the end of it. At that time, if €1 million had come into my bank account, I would have not used it in a way. I probably wouldn't have it now still, because I still had a strange relationship with money. As I've improved my relationship with money, then we become more able and ready to hold larger amounts. So it's like, that's why the energy shifts are so important, that you do the deeper work so that you're ready for, Hayley, I'd love to know what, and that brings, to the conversation about why lottery winners often don't keep their money, and so on, because they haven't done the inner work. They're not ready. They haven't created a relationship with money.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think about a relationship with a person, if you don't nurture it, you don't talk to them, you don't honor them, you don't see them, does that relationship ever grow and expand and become what you want it to become? No. Yeah. And it's exactly the same thing with money. So as I said earlier, I've had ups and downs with money, and I still have ups and downs with money. This is not to say that Hannah and I have it all figured out. This
Absolutely is not.
This is work in progress, because we're working on a relationship. And a relationship, the definition of relationship, do you know what the definition of relationship is?
I love the definition of words. Yeah, tell me.
It's the distance between two things.
Okay. Yes, of course. Yeah.
Oh, I've got goosebumps. So what is the distance between you and money? you know, and the more you work on a relationship, the more beautiful, the more, what's the word I'm looking for? The more intimate
Yeah.
it becomes. You know, you begin to know, you begin to see the signs of what's coming.
Yeah.
And just like a person, you begin to read the energy of like what blocks I'm putting in the way, what blocks that person is, that money is putting in the way, you know, and you can navigate it with so much more ease and joy. Joyful. I shared a story the other day on Instagram about having fun with money. Money wants to have fun.
Yeah.
It's not serious. We get to play with money. And the more you play with money, the more money will show up for you. I was in the airport and I was playing with all the designer brands, trying on the awesome sunglasses, smelling all the beautiful perfumes, watching all the beautiful people. And I was just like, wow, money, this is fun. You're changing hands all over the place here, interacting with so many different people. I was like, oh, come, money, come play with me. And the next morning I woke up and there was a large amount of money deposited into my account. I was like, I love it. Yes, please. Yes, please. Because when you're having fun with money.
Yeah, you're I don't really want to say rewarded, but it's like with more quality time together, more same as in a relationship. When we put time and effort into a relationship, whether it's a romantic relationship or a friendship, when we show up for people, when we tell them that they matter, when we show them that we trust them and have an unconditional like love for them and are kind to them and bring joy and fun, like fun. Oh my goodness, it comes up over and over. Fun is so important. Then they show up for us more and we have more experiences with them that we really enjoy. If we don't trust other people, if we ignore other people, if we behave in a kind of crazy stressed way, like when they come near us, they're not going to be thinking, oh, I want to hang about with Anna and Hayley. You know, it's like it's so I'm so looking forward to these wealth date sessions, because as you see, there's so much to do, so much to talk about and share, and there's so many amazing ways to make this a really joyful, fun, nourishing experience. We call it money work, but it doesn't have to be hard, and it's about embodying it. So I would really ask, before you come and join us on the session on Thursday, because I know that you're going to come, to really think about where you are now. If you were to think of money as a person that you're in a relationship, how does it feel? Or perhaps what thoughts and words would you describe it now, to use it? And then just have a little bit of fun, a little bit of playfulness, and just imagine how you would like it. If you could wave a magic wand, how would it be? How would you think about money? How would you feel about money when it shows up? Or and then we've got our distance between the two things, and it's about bringing them together. I just absolutely love that. I think each wealth session will be everybody moving. And of course, as with any relationship, sometimes we do go a little, but then you notice it, you think, oh, that feels, and I notice that in myself sometimes when a bit of scarcity or panic will come in, an unexpected bill or something. You go, oh, wait, why am I feeling, and you want to come back closer together and feel safe and trusting. So excited.
Always come back to us, right? So this is why we are hosting these wealth dates once a month, starting this Thursday, because we want to bring focus, nourishment, nurturing, dedicated time to money and you. So if you are brave enough, if you are bold enough to make this commitment to yourself and to money, and to really shift your relationship, join us on Thursday, because we're going to share practical tools. We won't be talking like this on Thursday and moving forward. It's real practical tools that you can use in your everyday life and really creating that relationship. So I'm excited. Who's excited?
So what better, whatever your feelings are about Valentine's Day, it's the day before Valentine's Day, so let's have a date with money. Actually, I just got a new pink top and I thought, oh, I'll wear that.
The month of love for money and you.
Yes, for money and you. Big love. Always so gorgeous to connect with you, Hayley, here. And oh yeah, we've got a lovely comment here. The idea of holding more was a game changer for me. Yeah, it's just it's incredible holding more and knowing that we can hold more and we're meant to. Big love. And this will be up on the grid, and do comment wealth date if you want to, if you would like to receive the link. Yeah, and we'll see you on Thursday. And any more questions, leave them in the comments or message Magnificent Money Global and we will answer them.
Yes, we are live every Tuesday at 3 p.m. UK time. And thank you everybody for being here. Thank you, beautiful Hannah.
Yeah. Thank you, beautiful Hayley. Thank you, Money.
Yeah.
Bye. Bye.